I look at them almost as guardian angels to the man to help. Like I feel like they're almost on like a different spiritual plane, and they're here to help us, not to. But in a good way.
I believe men and women both help each other. Right.
Okay.
A man has his place and his role, and a woman has her place and her role.
Right,
and like two wheels in a car, they're both equally important, right? But there are wheels in the front that lead, and there are wheels in the back. If you don't have the wheels, you still couldn't get anywhere, right?
Yeah.
And we believe that instead of me and you coming up with our own ideas of gender roles, we go back to the text, right? We go back to the Quran. We go back to what the Prophet, peace be upon him, said. And our Creator knows better how we should live, right? I mean, who knows best how we should live? The Creator, right? Now, if you look at Sharia law, and you look at the biblical laws that people of the Jewish faith believe in, like in Leviticus, what's the punishment for homosexuality?
In Judaism?
Yeah,
it's
Leviticus, Old Testament.
It's probably not good. But honestly,
Not
the
good,
way
huh?
I believe now,
I don't know.
the way I believe.
Check this out. This is in Leviticus.
Okay.
So this is Old Testament, right?
Okay.
Chapter 20, verse 13. If a man lies with a male as he lies with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death, and their blood shall be upon them. So now, when people talk about Sharia law, we'll go back to the Bible. This is, I mean, even Christians give out this same Bible, right?
I think though it's more of a soul correction type of thing where I don't know. Maybe they're put to death and then they're
I think it's pretty
by the Lord, or I don't
revived in the world, or
no, like
in the
their
hereafter.
conscious-
Everybody's
their
revived.
Their consciousness. I don't know.
I don't know. I think if you put them to death, I think they're pretty much dead after that, right? I mean, in the hereafter, we'll all be revived, like the Day of
So
Judgment.
you think if two men lie together that it's up to your court to put them to death?
Well, this is the Jewish law, right? This is in the Bible. I mean, before I get into,
there's also the Zohar, which are the inner meanings of what the Torah of what the Bible really means.
Yeah.
You know?
So this is where you see people try to twist the verses, right?
Right. Yes.
When the law is very clear and it was implemented as such for many centuries, right? Even if you look at,
it makes things much simpler when you if you take things at its word.
Well,
I mean,
for generations amongst the Jewish tradition, these laws were implemented, right? So meaning,
I don't know.
Yeah, you can look up the history, right?
Yeah.
So now the point there being, I believe in the Sharia 100%, and I believe it's
so much homosexuality right now is because we're in spiritual exile, and it's just making everything more chaotic and crazy.
I believe if we implement the Sharia law, we'll have less crime, we'll have less problems, we'll live a beautiful society. Let me explain, right? Right now here in Dallas, if somebody pulls up to you, pulls a gun to your head, takes your money, takes your car, what happens to them?
What happens to what?
Well, if they get caught, what happens to them?
Right now?
Yeah.
Not enough.
Not enough, right?
Yeah,
so now imagine if that person thought that if I go, I'm not hungry, I'm not starving, I'm not a child, I don't have any mental disabilities, I'm just going to rob this man to be a oppressive criminal, and I'm going to put a gun to his head, I'm going to take his money, and if I get caught, they're going to chop my hand. You think they'll take that chance?
Some would, some wouldn't.
After the first guy gets his hand chopped in public, who's going to take that chance?
You
see what I'm saying?
Simple to me, I believe that like like right now in Manhattan, people they're murdering people. There's no bail, there's no jail, there's nothing. Okay?
In California,
I believe that if what should be done with them, this is my personal belief. I believe if they were put in jail, not summer camp for gang members, but 23 hours a day in a cell with 1 hour for exercise.
Right, that's
they could have a priest, a rabbi, or what are your leaders called?
Imam.
Imam?
Yeah,
okay.
Sheikh, Imam.
Okay, Imam. Or an Imam meet them. They could ask for books to read or whatever. Their meals are delivered to them in their room. They're there by themselves, and they have a shower in there, and it's turned on once or twice a day. If we had that.
But let me tell you something.
Even 13-year-olds should go to jail for 10 years like that.
In California and in Texas, that exists called a SHU, Secured Housing Unit.
Right.
And right now in California, they're full. And people that get out of that SHU go and do the same crime and come right back in. Many of them have cancer and they get treatment. Many of them don't want to work and it's free for them. So Sharia prevents the crime.